Utpal Kaul, a coordinator for Global Kashmiri Pandit Diaspora, is joining us. He's a prominent Kashmiri activist. Major General Anuj Mathur, defense expert, also with us on the show. Mr. N.K. Sood, former raw officer, also joins us on the program. Major General Rajan Kochar, defense expert, also with us on the program. General Kochar, I'll begin with you. Well, it's pretty much safe to assume, sir, at this point in time, that this high-profile meeting that is going on at this point in time is trying to figure out as to when India is going to respond. The question is not if, the question is when.
Vineet, extremely relevant aspect you actually brought out, because the action will take place. When it will take place, well, it's everybody's guess, but I don't presume that it will be so early. Uh, if I just heard Raksha Mantri giving a statement, and it gave me some kind of an indication. Raksha Mantri said that we are not only going to target the terrorists, but we are going to target the hand which is controlling these terrorists. So it is a unveiled message giving us to understand that Pakistan army is going to be targeted. So I think it is going to be a major action, and two options I actually visualized from this statement of the Raksha Mantri. The first is that the Pakistani posts on the line of control uh, may be targeted with precision guided munitions, because normally we are not using these against these posts. But if we do that, it is going to create casualties, and it will send a strong message to General Munir in particular, that we mean business. That is one course of action I'm looking at. The second course of action, I don't rule it out as of now. It would be on the table, it would be there for discussion. The second action is the Israeli type of action, like the Mossad carried out against the Hezbollah leaders. If some uh, credible intelligence has to be there to tell you that some kind of a conference is happening, a meeting is happening in POK. Or recently, 3 days back, there was a news report that a Hamas team had come to POK, and the ISI was meeting them for carrying out some specific operation. Now, if that kind of information we are able to get in time, and we know the exact coordinates of this meeting takes place, because Israel does it. We can even take the help of Mossad, or some kind of electronic surveillance if it is available to us, because this the NTRO. There is an organization in the government which actually monitors this activity. So if we are able to get this information and a targeted strike against these elements, especially in POK, because POK is a disputed area, we don't consider it as a part of Pakistan. So if we carry out an action there, I don't visualize that the same repercussions as would happen if we target Rawalpindi or Islamabad. So these are those kind of actions which I may have in mind. I don't think there is going to be a Balakot type of an operation again, or there'll be surgical strikes, because Pakistan, I think, is prepared for that, because it may anticipate this kind of a response from India. So we don't want to uh, give him what he expects. We want to give him what he does not expect. So I think these are the issues which are instantly coming to my mind. Uh, uh, let's wait and watch the outcome of this meeting. And my last point is that whatever actions will be taken, there will be covert actions. It will not be an overt action. And I think the media is not going to be informed. You will not even come to know this action has happened post the strike. Certainly, based on inputs available, there would be a briefing by the DGMO or some senior person in the Indian Army who will be able to tell us what has been done, because the nation would also want to know. And Raksha Mantri assured the people of India that be rest assured there will be a strong response from the government side.
Okay, those are visuals coming in from outside of Vinay Narwal's house, a Navy officer who was killed by terrorists on Tuesday, which is yesterday. He was on his honeymoon with his wife, Himanshi Narwal, and those are visuals from outside his house. We saw images of his mortal remains reaching Delhi just a few hours ago, and the Chief Minister of Delhi, Rekha Gupta, was of course one of the many who were there to pay their respects and receive his body. Mr. Sood is also with us on the broadcast. Mr. Sood, so you were with us in the studios as well just a while ago. Very important to understand that this is no longer cyclical in nature. This is not Balakot anymore. This is not Pulwama. This is perhaps from one angle one of those last nails in the coffins that has tested India's patience. Do you concur, sir?
See, General Kochhar had said certain things. I would also like to speak on them. First and most important thing is to trace the terrorists who are involved in the attack. In case they manage to escape, then we have unknown gunmen in Pakistan. I'm openly saying that. They will not be left out, be sure. Third thing I will say, as General Kochhar has said, we will not cross LAC. We will destroy their posts at the border. Already Pakistan has emptied those posts. And fourth is that, as General Kochhar has said, that no Balakot, no Pulwama, this Uri surgical strike. There is no need for that. Because if you strike them at Balakot, because there has been peace at the border from our side. And even UAE, foreign minister, had come to India to ensure that the peace is there. But now that peace has to be disturbed because we have to keep Pakistan busy. Pakistan is already occupied on the one hand with Balochistan, on the other hand with TTP, and on the other hand the disturbances that are going on POK. Their army is already stretched. Their army is not able to move. This will be the one action. And as far as the Hamas type of action is there, I don't consider that action. The reason is because there are no hostages that we have to relieve. But maybe we will try to something, some hydro action could be taken from our side. Second thing, I think one more thing is there. Already India has used their army. They have used their air force. It's time for Indian Navy to act. Because when Balakot happened, India was surprised that India had the shortage of submarines. But I think a lot of things have been recouped, and you will see that is some type of hidden naval action could be there. We could strike them where Pakistan will not be able to estimate what India is doing. And the last thing that India is going to do, that will be big and covert. There is no need for us to attack Pakistan. We don't want to attack Pakistan. I remember this Mr. Ajit Doval's video. He said if Pakistan repeats 26/11, then Pakistan will lose Balochistan. There will be action in Balochistan, and we don't have to involve ourselves in Balochistan. There is no need for us. We don't have to do any operations like that's raising LET or training them, or this Mukti Bahini in Pakistan, because Baluchis are, or BLA, they are independently, they know how to fight. They are like an army. We have to support them. And India can do that, RAW can do that. I can assure you 100% about that. So these are the main things which I hope our government is going to do and clear it. And second, one more thing is there, that PM Modi need not be told, that this is to be done or that is to be done. PM Modi will definitely take action. He knows, and he has never failed the nation. So this time PM Modi will again do that. And if there is a need for Balakot type strike, as General Kochhar has said, or actually when Balakot strike was conducted, Pakistan army was totally prepared. Their air force was active. They had put all the tanks and army people along the border with India, but still we conducted that. Our army knows there are a lot of things that we could do and surprise Pakistan. That will be done. Pakistan's last army chief, he had said India can take over Pakistan. within 3 to 6 days. But there is no need to take up Pakistan. If we support Balochistan, we give them open support or even hidden support. They can do the job, but only thing is that we have to keep Pakistan army busy at the border, which India is capable of doing. I think these are the measures that our government is going to take, and I hope this should be true and this should come true.
Mr. Utpal Kaul is also with us. Mr. Kaul, I hope you can hear me, sir.
Yes, please.
So another disturbing aspect of what has come about, and something that you have also spoken about in the past as well, that these were targeted killings. You know, they were not arbitrary, they were not sporadic, they were direct targeted killings of Hindus. For the first time, something like this has been orchestrated, but something like this has also been done to the Kashmiri Pandits in the past as well. Do you think that this terror attack has also elucidated and illustrated the lack of tolerance, the lack of secularism in Kashmir at this point in time?
You see, first of all, let me tell you that jihadis have a religion, and these terrorists, they have a religion, and they are following that religion, they are following that faith, and I am myself victim of jihadi terrorists. 4 members of our family were killed, and fortunately they attacked 6 people, 4 passed away, and 2, my uncle, auntie passed away, other 2 relations passed away, but 2 were saved. They burnt our houses, they burnt our temples, and we are crying for last 35 years that this thing has happened to us. But this nation is sleeping, was sleeping. And when Kashmir file came, and then most of the leaders in opposition parties and most intellectuals said that is the propaganda. It's not true, it's false. And Mr. Kejriwal was laughing in the Delhi Assembly, saying that it's a propaganda. And now everybody have seen, throughout world have seen with their open eyes what happened at Baisaran in Pahalgam. How they targeted only Hindus. And it was very, very calculated. In Kashmir, they killed some Muslims thinking that they are Indians, they are supporting India. And or they just accused some people they are informers of army. So these are targeted killings, and Vinitji, I may tell you that they are bleeding us for last 45 years. First 10 years in Punjab and later on in Kashmir. I was calculating roughly that we may have lost 100,000 citizens in Punjab and in Jammu and Kashmir, and our brave Indian army. And if we see the cost, if we see the market rate of the price, it may be $1 trillion from 1980 to today. But now I think like our Mr. Sood, I am also confident that Narendra Modi will take steps which this nation is expected. A whole nation wants action this time. They don't want good or a strong statement. They don't want Balakot. They want something very, very strong. And maybe this will be the foundation for finishing Pakistan forever. Because it's a failed state, it's a rogue state, it's an artificial nation. So this nation has one age, and I think the age has come that it doesn't need to exist. So maybe Balochistan is one, Sindh will be one, and then it will be Pakhtunistan and some area of Punjab. It will be in 4 pieces, Pakistan, and maybe the foundation they have, the Asif Munir, the army chief, has founded that only a few days back when he said 2-nation theory, and I may tell him that it is not, it is now 4-nation theory, and it is not only Hindus and Muslims, it is
right,
also Balochis and Sindhis and Punjabis.
Right. Sumit Peer, senior political commentator, also joins us. Sumit, from what we know through our sources, there are a high-profile meeting at this point in time. contemplating what India's response is going to be is underway. I asked General Kochhar as well that it's not a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. But there is another matter: how severe and at what scale is this response likely to be to, sort of nip this problem in the bud?
Vineet, thanks for having me on your show. If we look at the quantum of problem now, it is a tumor, it is a cancer. And if amputation has to be done, it has to be done. You cannot give it a haircut. Surgical strike, Balakot, and all is not the fix. The problem has, look, Pakistan is all-time weak. It cannot afford a war. And this is the time to get rid of Pakistan, help break Pakistan. Pakistan needs euthanasia, and we can really help in that. So you have to eliminate all possible threats coming from Pakistan. That has to be the level and quantum of strike. Today, America is with you. Today, European Union is with you. United Kingdom is with you. Half of the world is with you. More than half of the world is with you. So if this window is missed, you'll not have this window again. And honestly, what I'm looking at the ground based on some social media interactions and all, people are really looking for action. People are not happy with the Balakot and all. They want the serpent's head to be chopped off. The head of the serpent is GHQ Rawalpindi, which has to be chopped off, which has to be decimated, which has to be raised to the ground. And Pakistan should be left in a position where for a lot of coming decades, a few decades, it's not impossible to kind of cause any harm to India. Well, look, the concept of Ghazwa Hind lives. Iman Taqwa, Jihad Fizibillah, is the motto of Pakistani army. We believe in the Allah and will do jihad in the name of Allah. This is their motto. So when the army has a motto which is similar to Hamas, Hezbollah and Islamic Jihad or Houthis, that army needs to be decimated. That state needs to be decimated. A broken Pakistan into 5 parts is not as much a threat as a Pakistan in current form and situation. And if we don't learn from what happened to us, recently, 2 days back, we will never learn our lessons. Kashmir happened, Kerala happened, then Murshidabad happened. Now, if we let it happen like this and this and this, it will keep on going. It will keep on going. If you have to really settle the poisonous fruit, you have to cut the root. Because if you keep on plugging the fruits, new fruits will keep on coming. There is no dearth of youth in Pakistan. There's no dearth of these, disposable jihadis they can get. They can get any number of them. You will keep on killing them, they'll keep on sending you more. But kill the factory of jihad. Where is the factory of jihad? Where is the global factory of Islamic terror? The global factory of Islamic terror is GHQ Rawalpindi. Today, Pakistani army is a highly radicalized terrorist group, which is disguised in a military fatigue. Though they run their 3 organizations, Fauji Tahrir, Fauji Foundation, Asgari and Bahriya, all put together give around $36 billion each. And they make around $20 billion a year from that. So it's an army which has its own business line, its own revenue line. And unless and until you use military means and some economic measures as well, you cannot get them out of the gear. If you can't get them out of the gear, they will keep on doing this because we need this Hindu hatred, and hatred against India keeps them in the power. And somehow they are feeling that the India will not retaliate to the position where it matters. Let's say if we go and destroy a few launch pads, how does it matter? Birth rate is 3.5, they'll get more jihadis. It's the 5th populous country already, and with a birth rate of 3.5, which is second highest in the world. At this rate, they are going to double in 20 years. So there is no dearth of jihadis. They can find any one number of them, but eliminate this factory which processes them. That is Pakistan's army. Unless and until we have that kind of a response.
What about the nuclear deterrence, Sumit? What about that?
Yeah, हमारे पास नहीं है क्या? I mean, when they crossed LOC in Kargil, we always think when they did Kargil, we say we don't want to cross the LOC because they will have nukes. Did they think India has nukes? Yes. So we also have nukes now. So what is there? They know nukes cannot be used. We know nukes cannot be used. They know nukes cannot be used. If they even dare to do that, there will be no Pakistan after that. Yes, there will be some damage to India somewhere, but you can't live in a perpetual threat of nukes. And to best of my knowledge, most of their nukes are in an American base in Saudi Arabia. They don't have a lot of nukes with them. And this army, even why do we have a ceasefire with them? If we if we don't have this ceasefire, we can bleed them to death. They can't have this ammunition. They don't have the ceasefire is there because they don't have ammunition. China cannot supply them. The world's ammunition markets are running dry. They can't fight new ammunition because of the Russian-Ukrainian war going on. So this army, whenever it is free, trust me, they are having a plot against India, against Hindus. Now, this army has shown us a new color, because what happened in Kashmir is not a terrorist attack. It is an attack on Hindus, wherein a targeted terror attack or a targeted ethnic cleansing of Hindus was attempted through a terrorist attack. For the first time after Israel, 7th October 2023, we are seeing this profile of an attack on India, on the majority population in our heartland. So this is something which is very worrying, and these people need to be tackled. Of course, we need to find those overground workers and sympathizers and all. But people, what I can gather from the mood of the audiences is people are looking for decisive action. Arya par. Well, we don't want this, and they come after a few years, and we have another Kasab goes, somebody else will come. So I don't know what is the name of these 4 jihadis. There will also some names of Saleem, Amir, whatever their name will be. So it's a question of Amir will come, Suleiman will go, Nizam will come. We are perpetually tired of this, continuous strain of jihadis which comes. Let's eliminate the factory. Let's stop them. They have vulnerabilities. Balochistan, KP, Saraiki, Belt, Punjab. They don't have water. Why don't we shut the water to them? Why are we giving them water? Let's forget all the treaties we have with them, and let's flare up the borders. I don't know how long can this Mullah Munir fight. And let me tell you, if there is a person who is most radicalized in Pakistan, it's not Hafiz Sayyid or Salahuddin or Masood Azhar if he's alive. The most radicalized Mullah of Pakistan is General Asim Munir. He is Hafiz Quran. That means he has recited the Quran, whatever, and he has that title. He wants to count himself Hafiz. The biggest mullah of Pakistan is this Asim Munir. And don't get disguised. Anybody not having a beard and a mustache, those mullahs are more dangerous. Look from Ziaul Haq, Yahya Khan, Bhutto, to Zardari, to Musharraf, to Asim Munir. None of them had a beard, and they were all very dangerous people. Even all the ISI chiefs never had a beard, from Nadeem Ujum to General Asif, which is right now, Asim right now, which is there. They don't have beard. So let's not illusion ourselves. Anybody with the mustache and beard is a mullah. These mullahs without dadi and mooch are more dangerous than the mullahs with dadi and mooch. And he's 100% mullah. He's 100% mullah. Hindu hatred runs in his blood. Ghazwa Hind is his birth khab. Though he will die with that dream in his mind and in his heart. But they live and swear by that dream, Vineet. That is the problem. You are facing an enemy who wants to eliminate you. It's like in Iran talking that Jews need to be annihilated. Tab tak qayamat nahi aayegi. It's that kind of a situation. It's not a matter of any territory, land, or water. It is that you can't exist. Either you convert to Islam, or we have to find a way to eliminate you. That is what this mullah thinks, and that is what he is trying to do. He is trying to provoke us, but let's show him what we are worth of. And Vineet, wars are not cheap. If war is expensive for us, war is expensive for them as well. And what General Kantoch was saying in one of the earlier programs is the classical mistake which India does, which a lot of people say, oh, war is out of the table. If you keep war out of the table, what is their option? They don't matter. You can kill 101 Kasabs, come and burn all the launch pads there. They will have next in 3 months. The breeding of jihadis happens at an alarming rate. They're bred more faster than the chickens in a poultry farm. That is the reality. But we have to decimate the farm now. It is not going to happen unless and until we have a very decisive action against them. War is expensive, implications are high, nuclear weapons cannot be used. They know it, we know it. Nobody can use nukes in today's time. So let's forget them. And once they did Kargil and they keep on doing this, what do they think? India doesn't have nukes. India has nukes. Do they bother about our nukes? No. If they don't bother about nukes, why the hell should we bother about their nukes? Dekha jayega yaar. Let's see what can they do. Okay. I mean, these people will run and chicken out because they have a lot of money. This is a Bikau forge. This is I don't want to use a Hindi word, but I'm controlling my language today. This forge is a highly corrupt forge. They have a lot at stake. They have mansions in America, Europe, and everywhere. We need put pressure on them. They will run from Pakistan. They will go to all their mansions and their mistresses across the world. It's not like our forge, which is dead honest. When Vipin Rawatji died, he had 3 or 7 lakhs in his account. It's not that forge you're talking about. You're talking of a highly corrupted forge which is selling baby powder, champika tel, milk powder to opium, to flesh trade, to drug trafficking. They do everything. So it's a completely different army. And this all uniform is nothing. This uniform is a disguise for them to be in the power. They have lost all the wars what they have fought. All their medals are nakli. They're all imported from China. They get medals from China and put on their chati. How did Asim Munir get so many medals? What the hell has he done in his life? Yeah, I know he can recite Quran very well. And whenever there's a meeting, when he doesn't know what to do, he starts reciting Quran. And then everybody has to go, wah, 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 Hafiz, wah, 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 wah. That is how Pakistan runs. This is the reality, Vinny.
Sumit, valid points, emotional but very practical, and you're quite right. In fact, what you've said should serve as an advice, stellar advice to the government as well, that you have to go after the head of the snake. There will be more jihadis, there will be more terrorists coming through these tunnels, coming through these funnels that the ISI has created. They're being bred and groomed like chickens for slaughter. We're dipping into a short break. We have more on the other side. Be right back.